And we're back. That was an exciting first round. I'm still on the edge of my seat from it, and
I'm shaking with adrenaline.
oh, that's good. That's good. Is that not the coffee?
Well, it could be both.
Okay, very good. But we are ready. They're all set up and ready to do another round, so let's get right back into the action.
So, tails again. We're going to do another coin flip, and it's tails. So, which one do you want? First draft.
All right, so this team, they get first draft, and the other team gets first ban. So the Eradicators get to pick first, but first,
Citizen Dawn.
they're all right. So interestingly enough, they're banning Citizen Dawn. The meta of this tournament has been that Citizen Dawn is not an easily defeatable character, which is interesting. And they've banned Legacy, and then they pick Baron Blade. All right, so Rainbows and Unicorns. That changes a lot of their strategy. Losing Legacy and Baron Blade, that is going to make them have to be flexible. They talked in their interview about being flexible, but we'll see. Bunker's a good choice, though.
Yeah, they've got Baron Blade, they've got Bunker.
We'll see what the other things are. We don't know yet.
We won't know yet until we get
We don't know who's gonna play what yet, so we don't assign anything. We don't know who's gonna play it.
Yeah, we can wait.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Ambuscade, all right? Ambuscade again.
All right, so
Omnitron.
Right, Bunker.
Omnitron coming back
all
on.
right. I like to see Omnitron come out here.
I really enjoyed watching that scary Pokemon yesterday.
We'll play Omnitron, and then you'll probably play
Yeah.
We know that Will be Omnitron.
All right, so we've got Omnitron.
Sorry.
We've got Bunker.
Making things difficult.
I'm playing as Ambuscade.
Okay.
We've got Ambuscade over there.
All right, and then the Wraith.
We've got
So,
Baron Blade and the Wraith.
Rainbows and Unicorns is seeming to be a little shaken after
Yeah.
those bans were picked.
The fact that they lose Citizen Dawn and Legacy and Baron Blade, what really turns around their strategy.
Okay, we'll take. I think Beacon.
So they're keeping Beacon, which they've had before. Beacon, Omnitron, and Bunker for Rainbows and Unicorns, whereas it's the Wraith, Ambuscade, and Baron Blade. So these are really different teams than we've seen before. Really different character lineup matchups here.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad that we have Omnitron. That makes me really happy. It's a relatively new player to this tournament. We've only had him a couple of times before. It's interesting to me that the Wraith keeps getting consistently picked because we've not seen a lot of turns from her that are overwhelmingly powerful.
Right.
We've seen a lot of power from Ra. We've seen a lot of power from Tachyon. We've seen power from Baron Blade, obviously, Citizen Dawn and Legacy, that sort of thing. But the Wraith tends to be out there, and she's got some good utility, but we never really see her set someone really thoroughly down. That throwing knives thing she did last game, was probably the most effective single turn we've seen from the Wraith in this tournament.
Did we see Tachyon get picked again in the semifinals?
We didn't. Yes, we did. Did you see the match where Tachyon ran over the hill and back to no, we didn't. That was the only match that we saw Tachyon in. So unfortunately, I don't believe. My recollection is a bit foggy, is PAX, but I don't believe there were any Tachyons in the semifinals. And if I'm wrong, I'm sure someone on the Twitch stream is correcting me as we speak.
Yell at us, Twitch.
Yeah, tell me how wrong I am. It's fun to hear. It actually is. All right. So they have picked their characters and they have rolled their movement. So now they're just selecting their powers. At this point, they still have a bit more to choose. So we'll see. Yeah, they're. Oh, and they're also choosing their starting positions.
Oh, we're on the choose side. Yay!
That's a first.
Yeah.
All right. The Eradicators have chosen all their powers. Baron Blade is starting with the Saber Battlesuit and the Kinetic Redistributor, so that is fully into 100% defensive mode for Baron Blade. That said, he's probably going to switch on his first turn because he gets that token if he does. Ambuscade has the Cloaking Device and the Rigged Explosives. It's the usual. I got to come up with some catchy fake and bake name for that strategy. It's like bombs away. Bombs away.
Bombs away, that's
His
the
bombs
one.
in the way. Yeah, so we got Ambuscade's opening with the traditional bombs away strategy. That's good.
I
That's
like
good.
it.
Okay.
I'm into it.
That was close. Glad we workshopped that there, live on the air. And then the Wraith has her stun bolt in her targeting computer, which I love so much. Keep with it. Don't trade away from that stun bolt targeting computer. Use it all. All right, so that's a good starting shot there for the Eradicators. Moving in on to Rainbows and Unicorns, who have won one match. So the Rainbows and Unicorns team won the first match, which means if they win this match,
They could take it.
they win the finals. If they lose, then we go to a third round, which is anybody's. But so yeah, Bunker picked up the auxiliary power source and Snapshot micro missiles, which is exciting. We've not seen that from Bunker before. That is a card that can shoot like significantly far across the map. It's a great card. I'm excited to see that out there. Beacon has Fortitude, which is a defensive card, and Creow.
Creow!
Creow.
Creow!
Meow.
Yeehaw!
That's it. That's the
This
one.
has got a lot going on
Yep.
here.
And it looks like Omnitron is still deciding. But there's a lot to pick from, it looks like.
Baron Blade's movement is 4. Oh, sorry. My mistake. 3.
I was gonna say, I think one more. Unless you want me to be 6 all the time, I'll be okay with that.
All right.
As a defensive move, then I can play another. I get 3 cards.
Do you got your 3 picked
I
up?
got my 2 right now.
Okay. So he has one more.
No, I only have 2 to start with.
Oh, 2, sorry. Yeah.
2 to start, and then you can play a third.
All right, so as they're mentioning there, Omnitron starts with 2 power cards in play, just like all the other heroes. But Omnitron at the beginning of its turn gets to put down a 3rd power card. So it's interesting that they put Omnitron 4th, but we'll see. The 2 cards that he picked up is Remote Tranquilizer and Tactic Sequence. I'm a little surprised that Omnitron didn't put a defensive card to switch out of, but that makes sense since he's completely hidden by the mountain and the jungles there. So everybody's got their power cards. Everybody has their movement rolled. We are ready for some exciting things. So let's start us off here with Baron Blade's turn. The Eradicators are leading us out. Immediately switches, gets rid of the kinetic redistributor, and instead puts down a Fission Blaster, which is that long-range attack that rolls as many dice as the range to its target. So I'm guessing Baron Blade's going to maybe try to take out a turret right off the bat.
And then I'm going to go ahead and sprint.
All right, sprint.
And then I will
Sprinting into the mountains.
and dodge.
Oh.
Dodge. All right.
All right, so Baron Blade is sprinting,
All right,
moving,
you
and
can
dodging.
And then turn your one face down.
So Baron Blade makes it up to that craggy mountaintop and hangs out.
Now it is Bunker's turn.
Again, I think that we're going to see round 1 for both of these teams being slowly get into position so that rounds 2 and 3 can be hyper death time.
Hyper death
Hyper
time.
death time.
Hyper death time.
Hyper death time.
Sunday.
Someday.
I gain an attack.
PAX South 2015. You'll buy the whole chair, but you'll only need the edge.
I'm going to take an
But then you get to take the chair home because you bought it.
You have to.
You have to. It's required.
We don't want it anymore.
All right, so Bunker's giving away tokens to his teammates, which is important. You want to do that,
And then I'm
especially
going
since
to
Baron.
move,
Baron Blade is on the other side though, so Bunker should be
3.
careful with those
There we
tokens.
go.
We haven't seen a really great devious disruption attack yet, so.
I just keep laughing at how tiny Beacon looks.
Next to
Behind
Omnitron-
Bunker and
Bunker
Omnitron.
Well, Bunker's like, I'm just a little guy next to Omnitron, and Beacon's like, I'm barely there at all.
Oh, baby.
I got to switch to 3 again.
Yeah. All right, turn your 2 face down, and now it is Ambuscade's turn.
All right, Ambuscade. All right, Ambuscade, put your bombs down. We know how you do.
This is what you're here for.
If you're gonna use Ambuscade and use that bombs away opening.
Bombs away.
Oh no!
What?
He's looking at switching power. Switch a power card.
Why?
Do it. No.
Yeah. No. Ah. Let's just shout at him
He's thinking about it.
until he
Oh, he's
does
thinking about it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Ah.
Custom hand cannon. Explosive launcher. Come on. Variety.
Omnitron was Beacon, we saw him.
The only thing that would
Nope. Bombs away it is.
Bombs away.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Put out explosives.
We need to come up with other catchy names for other strategies.
Yeah, but bombs away. That was good. That's
Thank you.
sticking.
Well,
yeah.
bombs, and then you run away.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like what we talked about earlier. We're just so smart.
We're so funny.
so
We're
funny.
great.
Yeah. All right. So
Do you like them as much as
my
me?
goal in life is to make our production team laugh at what we're doing in the casting booth. And I'm getting kind of a grudging nod, so I'll take it.
They're like, you're just okay.
You're okay.
You're
we
fine.
we cut you off last time. We stopped the feed halfway through your talking.
We needed you to end.
We were tired of you.
Finn.
I like how Bunker is creeping up into that under the other hex. Bunker's like, I'm gonna stand where I want. You're not my mom.
Too big for one hex.
He's a pretty big guy.
I'm going to aim for an attack plus 1.
4 traps, 6 decoys. Okay.
If I had to guess, I would guess there were 4 traps and 6 decoys.
Yeah.
I don't have to guess.
4 traps, 6
Jody, I aimed and gained an attack plus 1 token.
Rainbows and unicorns seems to be weighing their odds on the decoys here. They had great luck hitting just a decoy last time.
His traps can't affect him, right?
All right.
His traps
Now
don't
it
affect him.
is Omnitron's turn.
Ambuscade.
All right.
Alright.
So,
You just need the epic music for
I'm
Omnitron.
gonna add adaptive subroutine. So I get 3 cards.
Adaptive subroutine.
Yeah.
Third card.
So if you trap one of those traps, I can ignore it if you want me to.
I mean, if I were you, I mean, do you want to?
How are you going to get out of there,
Ones that are in the
Omnitron?
bush are most likely traps.
Right. I mean, you can take a dodge and then just walk into those 2 and see what happens. Or
Christopher, I was wondering, because I'm new to Omnitron, I've only seen this character played
Sure.
a couple of times before. So when Omnitron's getting out of that minefield, could Omnitron hit more than one mine?
Interestingly, no. And here's why. Omnitron, when it moves, so it has the 3 hex base. When it moves, it hops up on its toes,
Okay,
if you want to imagine that,
I can.
and moves 1 hex at a time, and then places back down. So the only way that Omnitron could, in fact, set off multiple traps is if Omnitron moved a very small amount and then stepped back down onto multiple traps. So it could end its turn on multiple traps. But in the process of moving, because it pops up, some people, I like to think of it as hopping up on its tiptoes and walking along. Some people call it the
Adorable.
magical cartwheeling Omnitron. But
You hit while moving, you go dodge.
So he could, in theory, go like.
Can you dodge?
Can you dodge?
Can I dodge? It doesn't say I can.
Yeah, there's nothing on there that
It
says.
says the.
Oh yeah, it's cannot dodge.
can't
You
dodge.
are correct.
So you can't take that.
Yeah, that's right.
Brr.
So. I'd probably
So anyway, so that clarifies Omnitron.
So I can. No,
So he could move to here and be 1-1 and 1 and
Yeah.
have this be the only trap
Yeah.
he sets off.
That'd be better.
Let me do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I mean,
So that'll be his first action then, right?
Yeah, that'll be his first one.
So you'll move.
all right, so Omnitron's gonna.
Okay.
okay.
So he'll just set off that one.
I feel like you're
trap.
being really delicate with
Oh, there we go.
Omnitron,
Yeah.
Considering how much health
Boom.
he
It's a
has.
decoy. And it moves to
Alright.
there. Oh, wow. Perfect placement. Omnitron has gone. I went in the jungle party. Don't mind me. I'm in the jungle. The entire jungle. So this jungle
He's
is
flattening the jungle.
it's infinitely tall.
Okay.
And Omnitron's there like
That's all I can.
hiding behind a tree.
Just one tree.
You can't see me.
And
It's like 5 inches in
Yeah.
diameter,
And
and
Omnitron's
there's
like, I am a sneaky robot.
and his tiptoes.
Assimilate this tree.
There's a 1 because you rolled a 1, and that's going to be the lowest.
Assuming direct control.
I doubt you can roll a 0. All right.
Alright.
5 it is the race turn.
Don't start the Mass Effect banter. You're just going to be opening up a can of worms you won't be able to close.
We should do a podcast called Unclosable Can of Worms. All right, so Omnitron has moved into the jungle and is hiding, and the Wraith is going to do some exciting things. Here we go. Excitement, action, adventure. The Wraith.
Is that the name of her new Marvel movie?
Yeah. Sure.
The Wraith 2, Winter Soldier.
The Wraith 2, Wraith harder.
The Wraith 3, Revengeance.
Live Wraith and die hard.
Live hard or die Wraith.
Okay, here you go.
You can go.
I have 6.
You can go directly to that mountain space and just sit back there. That's
Come on.
Do you see what I'm
He's
talking
eating away their time.
Yeah.
about? Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing.
You're up, Wraith.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
thinking
cool.
through something.
Just making sure that they
Oh, I think we just
So
Can I
I'm
ask
not
you a
trying to
rules
take
question?
that. I'm thinking through something I could do.
Can Omnitron get hit twice from the same attack if it's an area or a vertex? No. No. Okay, so it's just
All right, I'm taking my move.
Yes.
2, 3,
Oh, yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Getting right up in there.
Do it. I like it. It's like he's playing chess. He's keeping his hand on the piece. Okay, he's committed to his move.
Okay.
Okay, that is one of my actions.
All right, so the Wraith has moved out into the middle of the field. Look how nice that looks. Ah.
He's in the junk.
Did you? I think the Wraith forgot that Omnitron was conveniently cowering behind that tree. That
He
tree
was
is
well
big.
hidden.
It's big.
It's still 5 inches in diameter.
That's a lot of tree.
Yeah. Even though he's floating above.
That's not that much tree.
Doesn't much tree at all. It's like a birch.
Ugh, birch trees. They're the worst. Ugh. Now we're going to get all prejudiced about tree types here. This is what you're doing to us, the Wraith. You're taking forever to return, and now we're talking
about trees, tree
you know,
types.
what I like is a nice deciduous tree, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
The large.
Since we clearly have time,
Yeah.
I'll tell you about this book my dad has. He's a
Oh, great.
carpenter. It's called Understanding Wood.
Oh, yeah?
And I just feel like that's the most hilarious thing in existence is a book just called Understanding Wood. And it's like
Well,
pages and pages
how-
of pictures of wood.
How else are you supposed to understand wood?
I guess there's no other way.
It is it. All right, so the Wraith has moved up to there. No, has canceled his movement. The Wraith starts over. She moves instead onto the mountain.
Rookie, I was overthinking. I was thinking so much into what y'all was
Ah,
doing.
that beautiful move.
I forgot
All
about
right.
the jungle. I was thinking about I was setting up in my head, and then I was like, oh, and then it was like jungle. And you're gonna plan
So Wraith moves
The Wraith having a lot of
dodges.
emotions.
and skips the rest of his turn. All right, Wraith. The Wraith.
Alright, well,
Esquire.
I'm gonna search, so I get
The third.
All right, Beacon. Do something more exciting than hiding in a jungle or standing on a hill.
Go ahead and still stick with
You will
the
be
back
singular in your class. Currently, everybody except for Beacon is hiding or on a hill.
Yes, yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have mobility, so
1, 2, 3.
3. I'm gonna go there.
Okay.
Then I have line of sight on any.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
You have the turn,
So-
can't you?
No.
No,
She's blocking
not
that
the turn
turn.
yet.
Okay. So that's
yeah, that's
so
gonna
take
go
a
ahead and-
dodge.
Yeah, basically dodge.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. So as we predicted, they spent the entire first round merely setting up their starting positions. That said, this first round I felt was a lot slower than last round. I feel like it was a lot more cautious, a lot more deliberate.
Absolutely.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I'm wondering at what point this game, because last game, the first round was a bit slow, and then rounds 2 and 3 were just through the roof, wall-to-wall action.
Well, I felt it's because the Eradicators are nervous because they lost, and Rainbows and Unicorns are nervous because it seems that the Eradicators understand their strategy and
Yeah.
are able to take it apart
Yep.
right off the bat on the
Yep.
ban.
Yeah, the ban definitely set Rainbows and Unicorns back.
Definitely not, because the problem is you're not moving back to where you are. You could theoretically, no, you don't want to think that. You could theoretically teleport.
I was very surprised.
Push her on
That ban was really interesting because Rainbows and Unicorns were the one that banned Citizen Dawn.
Right.
And she was their big character. They didn't want her to go to the other side. So the fact that the Eradicators countered by banning Legacy was a really good move.
You're higher. So you
Very
can
good
see
move.
it. You can teleport there, push people in the trap, and attack her if you want. You don't have to go very close.
They're still setting up, but you know, it's like dominoes. The better you set it up, the better it is when you knock them down. It's going to be like V for Vendetta. This is going to end in like an entire revolution in Great Britain.
Do I have to shave my head?
Yes.
Darn it.
The problem is he's going to attract a lot of fire, but I think it could be a risk at pace. Yeah.
You will score die for that?
So
I roll 3 and then.
All right.
I'm gonna use displacing teleporter.
All right. Displacing teleporter is your first action.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and move. Knock
Oh.
her.
That's not in line of sight.
Yes, it is.
Is it? From
Yeah,
where?
because I was at 3.
And there's only
Yeah,
two.
but there's no. What I'm saying is he can't see it because this is directly.
That doesn't block line of sight. The turret doesn't.
No, it's because it's a 2.
Okay,
3
'cause
to
I-
a 2 to a 1 to a
Because I
1.
asked But no, but
it's
he's teleporting to another 2. So
Yeah.
the line of sight rule is, as long as there is no intervening hex that is
So that's the thing
taller
you're explaining
than
right now,
either
is
one.
that the way line of sight
Going
works
from
is you're looking from
three-
one point to another,
even though it's 3,
and there's
1,
nothing
2,
that's in
1,
between that's taller than either point.
Ah, so they
You
can
can
move
see.
from a 2.
And so there's, because vision doesn't like go down into the valley and then come back up. It's okay as long as he's, because line of sight is in fact literally a straight line.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
If it was
Yeah, it confused me earlier because I thought I asked about line of sight, and so I was thinking.
Yeah, I will definitely any question at all about line of sight.
Baron Blade teleported.
So you teleport D here, and then
Pushed her. It was a
It was
decoy
a decoy.
trap.
All right.
All right. That decoy was probably for the best, since there were a lot of people who were going to get hit by it. Although Baron Blade probably would have been fine with taking the damage in order to get some hit points on Beacon and Omnitron. I think that's a fair trade. I like that Baron Blade, both this game and last game, have been playing very aggressively and very uncaring about his own health. Yeah, Beacon, shoot me with some beams.
I don't give a dang. That's exactly how Baron Blade talks.
That is.
That's
I see you've
how he
met.
does things.
Legacy, you are my nemesis. All right, Baron Blade, think. All right, here we go.
Right, slash and burn.
All right, so actually making an attack against
Let's
Beacon
go,
there.
let's go, let's go. Start the dominoes. Start the revolution in Great Britain. Let's do it.
And ones won't make range because you're up on the hill.
All right, so ones don't make range,
Okay, so he's got 6, 6, 3.
and the fours are auto misses, so it's 2 6s and a 3.
Take the, yeah.
Okay, so.
Do you want to use your attack?
Okay, I'm gonna use 2 of my attack.
All right.
There's a 6, 3, and 6.
Yeah.
6
Yeah, well, you're only attacking one.
And he didn't use his hand.
5 and 5.
And then
All right, 6 6 5 5 3. Fantastic. So it's
Use my defense plus 1.
Right, you
all right.
And
So
dodge.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go
Beacon
ahead
is
and toss it.
spending it all.
Dice. So you get to
And
roll
so I get to
6,
roll
6,
5.
5, 5, 3.
All right, so here we go.
We're on 6.
1, 6.
6.
All right.
Six.
Wow, blocked it all.
Not bad.
But she did have to spend like her collection of
Like
tokens to
everything.
do that.
Yeah.
As my last move, I'm gonna go ahead and dodge.
Okay, sounds good.
And Baron Blade dodges.
All right, cool. Reroll
It's not quite the fiery.
No.
That's not what you were looking for there.
Kind of bummed out.
But it's okay because now it's Bunker's turn,
Yeah.
and Bunker can see Baron Blade.
Punch him with your metal fists.
Snapshot micro missiles.
Picking up Snapshot micro missiles
Grenade launcher.
and putting down grenade launcher. I was really hoping he was going to say turret mode.
You're always gunning for turret
I
mode.
love turret mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't even notice my good pun. I was like, he's always gunning for turret mode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Point. Pun point for Trin. Put it on the board.
Expert, tactician.
All right.
So I only actually have one on the way.
Yeah, I was going to
So
say.
I'm the expert tactician, so
That
I
was a
get
good
an
one.
attack plus
I
Thank
liked
you,
it.
thank you.
I really
Cool.
did.
And everybody
So
gains
you-
a defense plus 1.
Bunker's using his first action to rack up
And
more
I'm going to use an aimed
tokens.
grenade launcher.
Okay.
Now I'm curious to see
Yes.
where he's going to put this grenade
1,
launcher.
2, 3. This corner hits.
Okay,
so
there
it
you go.
Only hits him.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
And I'm going to use all 4 attack plus 1
All
dice.
right.
So it's an aimed attack with 8 dice.
8 dice, and what do you miss on?
I miss on
Ones and twos.
ones and twos.
All right.
How many
1s
do
and 2s.
I
is an
have
8 against your blade.
I need 2 more
2
dice.
more
please.
dice.
You guys have reds? Yeah. Cool.
All right, so rolling a bunch of dice.
6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6.
Come on, 6s.
So the 1s and the 2s go away, and there's a 1, and that means that we have 7 6s.
7 6s.
Going at Baron
Dang.
Blade. Baron Blade
He's going to dodge.
cannot survive this attack unless he has a bunch of tokens I don't know about.
This guy got 1 6.
Should have 4.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and use my dodge.
Yeah.
He just mashed you up, Baron Blade. Let's see.
You did not roll a 6, so that is 7 damage.
Whoa! Baron Blade is out. That is a point for the Eradicators. So just like the last game, the Eradicators got the first kill.
Oh, Rainbows and Unicorns.
Did they?
Right?
Did they? Let?
I don't remember. We're
Oh,
excited.
that's a point for Rainbows and Unicorns. I am totally turned around. Anyway, there's a point for Rainbows and Unicorns
That
knocking
is,
out one of the
an
Eradicators.
Yes.
Did this.
Look, I don't know words. But anyway, great move there by Bunker, knocking out the Baron Blade, pushing him right up against that turret. That's a good positioning there. And Bunker is looking forward to more exciting things. And I'm curious now where Ambuscade is going to drop back into the field, as he has been suspiciously absent for the last round.
All right. Now the reappearance of the
Where's Ambuscade?
All right.
Interesting.
Ambuscade jumps back there in the backfield. He's playing pretty cautiously. I imagine he's going to switch out one of his cards, probably his
I put explosive
cloaking
launcher.
device, and he's picking up an explosive launcher. Excellent. He is going to try. He's got a good shot at hitting
I'm gonna
both.
use explosive launcher
Yeah.
at
Yes, it's good.
here.
Okay.
So that's going to hit both
Omnitron and Beacon.
Omnitron and Beacon.
And you got an attack plus 1 token.
I do. I'm going to use that on Beacon.
Again, it's Beacon. Okay. So roll
Yeah.
your yeah.
So this attack is going to hit Beacon and Omnitron. Here's the 4
This
dice.
is on 2s and 4s.
Oh no! The 2 and the 4 go away,
and a
but
5.
1 and a 5 going at Omnitron, and then an additional die going at Beacon, and that additional die is a 4, so it goes away.
So 1 and a 5 against
Bummer.
both. So who's going to defend against that first?
Omnitron.
All right, so Omnitron
And
rolls
that's
his
just a 5.
defense.
Because he's
Does he's up? Yes. So the it doesn't make range.
just a 5 for both.
Yep.
Did I block that without having to use anything?
Oh, my apologies. It does make range.
Yeah.
Because it's targeting at 2 elevation, and he's 2
Oh.
elevations.
Yeah.
So he's sending out a 1. So it is. So it doesn't matter.
You,
Yeah.
you make
Well,
range.
for what it's
What's
worth,
the,
it does make range.
Did you block it?
Takes one,
Yeah.
that's right.
4/4/2. Sorry, you block it.
Yeah,
Sure.
it
Takes
takes
out
one
a 5
damage.
out of 5.
Yeah, it takes
Yep.
Yeah.
But you block for 1.
All right, so Omnitron takes a point of damage off of that,
Point of damage from.
which is nice, and then Beacon's going to roll some defense.
Certainly better than nothing.
Then you would take the 5. So you take the 5. 5 would come. If that deals you damage.
All right, and because Omnitron has that adaptive subroutine we talked about before, he
Right.
gets that die, and he's immune to 5s now for a while.
But you take a damage.
You do take a damage.
Or you could use your tokens.
But that's not stacking or collective, so he'll be immune to the 5, but not immune to other stuff.
So 5/1.
They've got a lot of ranged attacks. It's not going to make a difference.
And you block for 1.
One. Oh, I get to reroll one die.
Well, and the 1 didn't make range on that because she's down.
Right. So actually, so it doesn't knock it down. So you do take a damage. Unless you want to use your defense plus 1.
Who wanted me to use my defense plus
Did you
1?
re-roll your miss?
I did.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
All right.
Yeah, use it. I mean, you get so many. Go ahead.
All right, so,
Teamwork.
so this 5/1 explosive launcher is actually, there we go.
All right.
So she manages to block it all. So she doesn't take any damage.
Good.
And I dodged.
And then you die.
And then Ambuscade's
So
dodging.
So reroll your movement.
All right. All right, so now we're back around to Omnitron's turn.
3.
All right, 3. Very nice.
I'm
And you
curious to see, Omnitron doesn't have, well, he's got, because Baron Blade is over there incapacitated, Omnitron can't see. Oh wait, no, Omnitron can see Proletariat. I mean, Ambuscade. Omnitron can see Ambuscade because he stands at elevation 2, and Ambuscade's standing up on an elevation 3. So Omnitron could just stay where he is, and
I would.
let's see.
So go ahead. It's okay.
Yeah, just
That's
grab
fine. Feel free to it's not a retcon. It's something that
and it hasn't disrupted anything yet.
we're no complaints over here.
The aim of the Dodgers there because it took them in the last turn.
And then actually loses attack.
I love their little team
I
huddle.
would do
They're
that.
so
4 dice.
cute.
Yeah.
I do that.
Yep.
That is a good
That
point.
sounds
Do
good.
that.
So aim, hit, and then
That would give me 2. And I still have 1
you still have 1 extra action.
Choose ours.
You could rocket helmet.
Ooh, I'd have to switch target jump.
Oh, so he's looking as if he wants to move around.
Yeah. So
I go.
I would
just
do
do
so
that.
aim,
I
aim
just do
attack.
the
Yeah.
2, and then you can all.
Yep. So do that. Do that.
My first action will be to aim.
All right.
I will use that aim on Ambuscade.
Yep. Sounds good.
And I will use my remote tranquilizer because I'm level 2. We're in sight.
What? And then you're gonna
Well,
I'm trying to
it's
aiming at
also it's an
Ambuscade.
origin 4, right?
Right.
So it's going to hit right on him.
Okay. Sounds good. So that hits
So roll 4 dice, and he misses on.
Definitely do a
3s
line
and
of sight.
6s.
Misses on 3s and 6s.
Right.
So lots of 5s.
So
Ooh, a
5,
couple of
4, 3,
3s.
3. What do you miss?
So the 3s
Threes
miss.
and fives.
So
Threes
2
miss.
5s.
So he's got 2 5s.
2 5s coming at Ambuscade.
Alright.
It
This
is
is remote tranquilizer.
tranquilizer.
Uh-oh. So Ambuscade.
What am I facing?
2
2
5s.
2 5s.
And if this,
You're gonna dodge. All right.
Okay.
Ones.
and that dodge in fact saves him, he gets 3 5s because he dodged, and that means that he doesn't take any damage, and that's good because the remote tranquilizer doesn't just do damage, it also imparts negatives. So.
Deals damage. So you're fine.
No negatives at all. There you go. Anything else for your third action?
I have nothing left to do.
Nope.
All right.
All right.
So I will.
You're gonna end your turn. Reroll movement. All right.
All right.
All right. And
The
two
characters
odds.
tend to be doing like one thing on a turn. The characters
All right,
that we would
now
expect to be
put
seeing
Everest
doing
down, and
multiple
now the
things and
race turn.
actually
Name
striking
that
out
your way.
are instead just playing it pretty cautious. This is a different set of teams than we saw from the last game, I feel like.
I totally agree with you. And like I said before, I just feel like they're both shaken, but for different reasons.
Yeah. Well, at least Rainbows and Unicorns has gotten a kill, so that's good for them.
Right, right.
But I would hate.
I would get right. How much movement do you have? 5? And you have mobility, right? Fly at his face and hit him in the face. Fly at his face and hit him with that. Yep. Yep. Do that, and you'll be right next to him. Do that.
So where do you want me to go?
All right. Just literally the two. Right.
Yep. You get a name and you search.
And I might switch out your stun bolt for
And you've got
throwing
3
knives
actions.
because it's got no auto misses. And we just have to hit that thing twice.
I'm going to switch my surge for throwing knives.
Okay. Yeah. Throwing knife is coming in. All right. And you're gonna attack
I am going to attack this turret.
the turret. All right.
I am going
The
to
throwing
use.
knife. You're gonna aim at it.
All right,
Yes,
so
I'm gonna take
the
that.
Wraith is going to be attacking a turret.
That's so it doesn't
6,
hurt.
6. 3 sixes. You wanna roll defense for the turret?
I'm guessing she's doing this in order to make sure that when Baron Blade stands up, he doesn't have to deal with anything else.
Helping out her homeboy.
You can attack the other turret.
You're gonna attack the other turret.
The other turret. You can attack. So it was 6, 5, 1.
6, 5, 1.
Roll against. Roll the same.
651.
6, 5, 2. Okay, so it's blocked.
So the
Wow.
other turret is
So the other
fine.
turret.
That other turret can really roll some defense.
All right. Yeah, that was one action.
I would go
And the Wraith has 2 actions left.
try to position yourself somewhere.
It's interesting, their team is pretty spread out. Ambuscade's way there in the backfield, Baron Blade's in the middle of the field. The Wraith is hanging out right by the volcano, and I don't know. I think that they're going to have to
All right.
make some new moves to make
My
stuff
last
happen.
action will be taking a dodge. Gives me a defense plus
All right.
1.
And then reroll movement, and you're good to go. So now it is Beacon's turn.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch out my Creow
Yeah!
for Focus
Yow!
Blast.
Focus Blast, that's a great attack.
I'm going to Surge, which gives me a defense plus 1 token.
Is it dice?
Then I'm going to move for my first
All
action.
right, first action is move.
All
I
right, so
have
here she
mobility,
goes.
So
Right up next
here.
to Ambuscade.
All right.
And
So
then
she
I'm
is at a
going to
range
Your range.
2 from Ambuscade because
Why is
they're
she
different in
ranged? Is she
elevation.
on a 2
She's
pile?
on a 2.
I'm
Oh,
on a
go to
2
the
and
go to
he's
the
on
one next to him then.
Yeah.
The one there.
He's on.
Well, that's a 1. That would be range 2.
I'm on 3.
He's on
Oh, you're on a 2.
He's on the top of a super tall building.
He's on the top of a 3. Oh,
Yeah.
she's on a 2 right
She's
now.
as close as she
Okay,
can be.
that sounds good.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I
So
can
we're
use
going to be
my-
seeing,
yeah, do it.
hopefully, a pretty impressive
Alright,
Focus
I'm gonna use my
Blast out of
Focus
Beacon
Blast.
here.
makes sense.
And with as many dice as she's going to be rolling, then make a difference.
Die which rolled higher than the target's range. So right there, it misses on 1s and 6s.
Yep.
Okay.
And I add 2 dice that show the target's exact range.
Plus you roll 4.
Yep.
All right.
So roll 4 dice.
4 dice. You guys know this.
4 threes.
Making sure.
Oh no!
Whoa.
So the 3s,
Well, that was,
Oh.
it was good, so that's good, yeah.
A lot of power behind that roll.
and that 6 and that 1 go away, they're auto
5
misses.
and a 3.
So 4 2s are going at Ambuscade here. Ambuscade
5 and a 4 and a 3.
so
he
blocks all of
three,
it, but takes
takes
1 damage.
Take 1 damage.
1 damage, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So you're at you've lost 1 damage total, right? Yeah. Okay. You got 4.
So close.
All right. Sounds good.
Alright.
And then
All right.
I'm gonna, that's the end of mine, so I'm gonna reroll.
All right, so Beacon flew up and made an attack.
now we're gonna.
Hell yeah!
That's what we like to see. She got up close to her opponent, she fired off an attack, and it worked. It did some damage. That's good.
Chipping away.
That is excellent. So that is the end of round 2. At least we've gotten 1 incapacitation, and Baron Blade's going to hop back up and try to change things around a bit.
Still some damage on the board.
Yep.
I'm going to play on Devious Disruptor.
Devious Disruption. Okay.
Oh ho ho!
And I'm gonna
So
go
he's got
ahead
this Devious Disruptor. This is the token
All right.
attack. Now,
That's probably good.
Unfortunately,
Then I'm gonna
okay,
stop
good.
right there.
So where Baron Blade is currently standing, he can see
I'm gonna go ahead and
all of his
devious
opponents.
disruptor.
The Devious Disruptor is going to take away their tokens, which is currently two defense tokens, so that is 5 defense
And they
tokens.
have to discard
All
all
5
five.
goes away, so they lose all of their defense and attack tokens. And then Baron Blade is going to make a 5-die attack, that's the number of tokens that went away.
Before the attack.
And those 5 tokens, the 5-die attack is going against all 3 of them.
Yeah, 5 dice, and this misses on
Nothing.
nothing. All right.
And has no auto misses, it's going to hit all of them.
So 6, 5,
2, 3, 3.
Oh, man.
And
So
that is from your origin, right?
How many?
Yes.
He doesn't miss on anything.
Doesn't miss on
No.
it.
And so
Who do you want to attack?
your point blank range
push that to the
Omicron,
corner so it doesn't get hit.
You're at range.
I pushed it to that side.
Right. You're at range 2 from bunker. So are there any ones in there?
Yeah, it's
All
it's
right.
all 6, 3,
And then
5,
you're at
2.
range.
Everything's
Oh
within.
yeah, so everything. Absolutely. So yeah.
all right, so all of that's going to hit all 3 of them, and they all have to roll defensive against it. And I think they're all going to take some damage.
Actually, he's on it. He's on
He's
it.
at 2 as well.
It doesn't matter. I was good on the line. You can go first.
Alright. I need one more die.
All right, so Beacon is rolling her,
Let's go.
and the 5 does miss Omnitron because Omnitron is immune to 5s.
So you block 3 of them, so you'll take
Okay,
2
so
damage.
I'll be fine with that.
Yep. And then you
Alright.
auto hit the 5.
And he misses on a 5, so
Yeah.
it's a 6-3.
Could have been worse.
So 6-3-2. Let's go against Omnitron.
You got a 3-1.
1-3-2. So you take 2 damage.
Takes 2 damage, and one of the dice that dealt damage changes out.
Well, you can. I would leave it 5.
Well,
You cannot leave the 5. Unfortunately, you have to switch.
It has to be one of them that did damage.
So-
it's gotta be a 6 or a.
Choose the. What do y'all auto miss on right now? Just 6s.
I have 2s, I guess 2s.
And what do you auto miss on? 1 and 3. Or
He's got 1,
nothing?
3, I got 2, 4.
There's a lot of deliberation about the minutia here, which isn't necessarily bad.
I mean, it makes sense. This is the shot, I think, that's going to light a fire underneath both of the teams. It's a lot of damage just spread out.
5, 4, 1. So I will take 3 damage.
3 damage, all right?
All right, you can go.
That matches
You can't go for bunker.
Yes.
You can try.
Got it.
All right, so you've got one more action.
All right.
I mean, go for it.
So Baron Blade's got an action left. You could totally make a melee attack against Omnitron there.
It's melee.
This would be the time. This would be the time to try and bring it home.
Oh, that was a one shot.
That was a one shot. Then he has
Well,
got
no,
one
he's
action
just
left.
moving that out of
The
the
only
game.
attack he's left.
He can sprint
So
away.
it has to be the only one he can hit.
He can sprint away. He can sprint away or
You could sprint up there and jump on that bomb and hope to blow up his the 2 around him there.
Do a little kamikaze attack.
It's worked well in the past for some people.
or he can
I'm kind of surprised he didn't pick up an aim first to make sure that attack was aimed at one of his targets. But, say let be.
Right? Because you can hit it with 2 attacks. You can teleport.
So do you want to sprint to
So Rainbows and Unicorns is up by 1 incapacitation. However, the Eradicators have put a healthy amount of damage on all of their opponents.
It'll be harder for the grenade launcher to hit.
He's got origin of 4. Jonathan, last time we did this attack, then I worked out when we were lucky we came up on this one.
Alright, so you guys want me to sprint here? Sprint?
Sprint, yes.
Sprint is your third action. Reroll.
Running.
All right, running away, which doesn't get you very far away. So, I mean, it gets you out of. It doesn't even get you out of Bunker's range. So Bunker can still grenade launch him from there. Can't shoot him with anything else because he doesn't have line of sight. But the grenade launcher will still totally work.
Alright, so now it is Bunker's turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go into turret mode.
Turret mode for Bunker. Alright.
So I'm going to
What card did you replace?
auxiliary power source. And I'm going to aim.
Aim is your first action.
Aim's my first action. I'm going to attack ambuscade
Okay, attack ambuscade with what
with
attack?
grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher and ambuscade.
Oh, so if you're grenade launching an ambuscade.
Oh no, sorry. I'm going to aim.
Oh.
I'm going to aim flat cannon. I'm gonna
Oh,
aim
so
flat
aiming
cannon.
flat cannon at ambuscade. That makes more sense because he can see ambuscade, whereas he cannot see Baron Blade, and he'll probably want to throw a grenade at Baron Blade.
+4?
4, 5. He's
Five.
range 5.
Right, and I hit on 1, 3s, 4s, and 5s.
Would you have any reach?
Do you have artillery?
No, I don't have any reach. No. So I need a 5 to hit him. I'm rolling 5 dice and I'm aiming.
I think he does have reach.
Yeah, I
I
thought
think
that-
he got reach
Right,
+4.
because
from
I'm
artillery.
attacking with flat cannon, not with grenade launcher. So I'm aiming flat cannon.
Yeah.
But Grenade launcher should be able to hit you as well because I can pick an origin
You
for
could.
first X.
Right. So you're going to aim this. All right, good. And you
So I'm aiming flat cannon, right?
aiming flat.
Aiming
All
flat
right, let's
cannon
do this.
at
Fives would hit
Right.
this
So
actually.
and I'm aiming it, so I need at least 1 5.
He's
and I
just
got 1 5.
jiggling those dice, hoping they'll learn to like it.
I have a
So there you go.
five,
Just two
nothing,
fives. Wow.
misses.
Twos.
The twos do. So the
All right.
two with 3 5.
So there's 3 5s coming at Ambuscade and blocks 2. Blocks 1 of them. Takes 2 damage to Ambuscade. So now is he going to finish it? Try to finish him off with a grenade
I'm now
launcher?
going to do grenade launcher.
Yeah.
To 1, 2, 3, 4 to that vertex there. That's only going to hit him.
Yes, it is.
And I have
Four dice.
4 die.
4 dice.
Ones and twos miss.
All right. So
Throw
let's
in a
see if this
little
grenade launcher
President
can do.
Ambuscade.
Come on, roll.
So 2 5.
So 2 5s going against Ambuscade. If Ambuscade doesn't roll well, that could be it.
twos.
And he didn't roll well. That is 2 damage. That is a knockout for Ambuscade. That is 2 victory points already for Rainbows and Unicorns.
And then you reroll.
And that gets rid of all of those traps because Ambuscade goes off the board. It's good to see an Ambuscade incapacitation. All that time hiding didn't save him. All right, so that so the fact that they were a little bit closer, I was feeling like when Rainbows and Unicorns only had 1 incapacitation, the teams were a bit closer
Right.
because Eradicators had damage on everybody. But now that they're up 2 victory points, that's going to make a big difference.
That's going to be harder for them to turn that around. And it's great to see Rainbows and Unicorns really just rallying after they were so shaken from their ban earlier in the game. They just really were able to strategize well with what they had.
You should just
Whale.
move to Baron. What's your
Where
move?
was Bunker? Bunker got. Which one? I
He
think it was on
was
the
right.
Oh, what jiggled me?
Or,
So I
yeah,
think-
on the
Got to
I
work with
was
what you
there 'cause
got.
I was
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
moves.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I was 5 away on my other one, and I was
yeah.
on that vertex.
I got it.
for
Yes,
origin.
we got
We
it.
had a Rolex move. Everybody gets a Rolex.
Omnitron still hiding behind that one tree. in the
Right, so
jungle.
now it's Ambuscade's turn. I'm curious to see what move, what power Ambuscade's going to pick up because he just got knocked out. So he's standing back up. He has to get a new power card.
Do it up.
What's it gonna be?
What you gonna do when they come for you?
Ambuscade.
Ambuscade.
Beautiful. All right, so Ambuscade's picking up the cloaking device. He's going to try to go and run and hide in the shadows. All right.
I'm going to aim.
All right, aiming for the first action
+1,
and knifing.
and I'm going to combat knife.
Stick it in
It's
there.
important to aim your knife when you use it. Like, you don't want to just slash. You want to be like, aiming a knife.
You don't want to flail wildly with
No,
your
no,
knife.
aiming a knife.
Miss on 6s.
So the 6 goes away, so it's 4 3s coming at Beacon. And Beacon has a pretty good chance of avoiding that. She rolls her defense dice, blocks 2, takes 2, but she can re-roll that 1.
Oh no, she takes 2.
And so she takes 2 damage.
All right, knife went right in the gizzard.
Yeah, but she's still up.
You get 4 threes?
But 2 damage, good job, Ambuscade. And then Ambuscade runs to hide in the ether. Who knows where he is? And Omnitron is up. Omnitron's standing right next to Baron Blade and can take his...
Replace adaptive subroutine, so that goes away.
All right, so adaptive
With,
status subroutine.
disintegration.
Oh, great. So we're going to see, I really would like to see
All right,
Omnitron
my
unload a
first
ton of damage on Baron
action
Blade here.
Will be to remote tranquilizer. 'cause that's
Oh.
a
Remote
rebuff.
tranquilizer against.
Against Baron Blade.
All right. So it's 4
4
dice
die.
that miss on a 3 and a 6.
All right, so this first attack's coming out.
Do you have any
No
3s or 6s?
misses.
So
All right,
it's 1,
no
1, 4, 2.
misses.
Yeah, 1, 1, 2, 4.
4 5 2. So he blocks 3.
So you take 1 damage.
And you also receive 1 attack -1 token and 1 defense -1
All right, he
token.
gets a debuff.
The one counted.
Yep.
That's what matters.
All right.
Exactly.
Roll the 6 dice here.
My next action will be disintegration cone.
Just a second. What's that?
Oh, is that not? Did we use it wrong?
No.
Okay.
It's got to be Origin 4,
Does it
doesn't
have
it?
to be exactly Origin 4?
So what we want to clarify. So you're at. So your remote tranquilizer. We want to know where you put it because.
Okay.
So
like, because he can start from here, right? He can start from this corner and go
Right.
one,
That's fine.
2, 3,
The
4.
question is that you're at
We're having a bit of a rule notification here that if he puts that remote tranquilizer up in the hills, those ones won't make range to down to where Baron Blade is.
So here's the question.
You wouldn't have taken the damage. You wouldn't have the minus defense.
tranquilizer specifically on Baron Blade's hands.
So can he?
Is that so?
Which would have hit
1,
Omnicron
2,
also.
I mean,
3,
if we're
4.
so how do you? That's the question.
But
How do
that
you
would
count
also-
Origin 4?
So
Can
it's
you
up
put it
to 4.
anywhere?
You can put it anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we
Okay.
can put it right on his hex.
Yeah.
Right. So
So
it's,
you can put it right here.
Yeah.
In which case that happened.
Yeah.
But now Omnicron
Deliberating
has to
over the
roll
rules. I
this.
mean,
But
when
Omnicron
you're this far into the finals,
He's
that's
immune.
fine. Okay. So
Yeah, he's
you
immune.
got to
fine.
make
We just wanna
sure.
clarify.
okay. So it's okay.
Christopher was, yeah, it's fine. Everything is fine.
Okay.
You can do that. It's fine. Everything is fine.
Okay.
Yell at me about how exactly the rules work. That's it.
All right.
All right.
My
You're good.
My
Everything
next
is fine.
action is Disintegration Cone, which is Vertex Area Attack Origin 0.
Yeah.
Only Baron Blade will be affected.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah.
I'm not
Roll
wrong.
6
All
dice.
right.
All right, so
Six
he's making
die.
his attack.
And I miss on 2s and 4s.
All right. There's a 2.
Two twos.
So
All right, so those go away.
6, 5, 6, 1.
6, 6, 5, 1.
And you have a -1 defense, so you roll 2 die.
Yeah.
All right, so Baron Blade looks like he's in trouble here.
2, so that blocks 2, so you take 2 damage.
All right,
Take
and for
2
my final
damage.
attack, I will use Rocket Stomp. Which
All
is on
right.
his knife.
Just going
If
for
Omnicron
it.
can get that rocket stomp off on Baron Blade, that could be
1s and
match.
2s.
All right, here we go. It's a way to end a match.
Wanting to flatten him.
Uh-oh. Oh, so he can't kill Baron Blade with him, but he might get a point of damage through.
Well, you might kill
Here we
him.
go. Baron Blade rolls his defense
Don't get a 6.
and bought a
And he
6, so
got
he
a
took it. So
6.
Baron Blade managed to save himself barely. Now,
I will
is it enough?
and it's 3
We will
sixes.
see.
3. Other turn you face down, and now it is the race turn.
Well, I'll go ahead and I'll
Yeah,
see
just-
about finishing it off. Yeah.
Attack 2 targets out. Switch with
Because the defense -1 would have more effective.
You think so? No.
So interestingly, Rainbows and Unicorns, Rainbows and Unicorns is up 2 victory points. The Eradicators have 0 victory points. That said, there's a bunch of damage on Bunker and Omnitron V5 and Beacon. However, we are now at the 10-minute mark. This is the 10-minute warning. There are only 10 minutes left in the match. So the players have to move pretty quickly now. So, with the only 10 minutes left in the match, Rainbows and Unicorns could win the game easily with a single incapacitation, but can the Eradicators get a couple of knockouts and maybe tie it up? There's still time. 10 minutes is a while.
I mean, Beacon's just barely clinging to life, really.
Right, and if the Wraith can perhaps make an attack that hits both Beacon... Yeah, if the Wraith can run to the edge there, hit Beacon... it can't get far enough. Can only attack Beacon. Well, if the Wraith can take down Beacon, that'll help.
Has line of sight to Beacon or no?
Yes, because they're all on 2.
And I am going to take my aim. I'm going to take my aim. I'm going to take
There's
my
got to
aim.
be, in order to block by the sight, there has to be an intervening smaller than 1 of each.
And I get
So
to
it's the
roll
careful
4
one.
die.
Okay.
Missing a 1 and 3.
All right.
Miss
All
on one
right.
of the 6.
1s and 3s, so you've got 5, 4, 2.
So it's a total of 3 5s.
And because... All right. And because the Wraith is using her targeting computer, she can totally
He
see.
has a surge effect.
3 5s. Just got to block 2.
I know. I just, so long as I block 2.
6.
6. and
Well,
then
blocks
I-
only 1, takes 2 damage.
Roll 1 of them, yeah?
Oh, gets to reroll 1. Here we go. And doesn't make it. That is an incapacitation. So the Eradicators are not going to go out of this without bloodying their opponent.
It's an exact.
It's an exact, so I don't move.
So Beacon is knocked out. The Wraith has 1 action left, and I'm guessing we're going to see a dodge here on the Wraith's part.
Well, reroll your mobility first, and then see which card.
So you gotta finish your turn.
I'm just going to take I'm going to take a dodge.
All right.
And
Reroll
roll
both.
my movement.
Roll movement first.
Yeah.
That's what she's done.
That's what I'm doing. I got it. Alright. So rerolling movement, I got a 6.
Sweet.
Okay.
Put out
Glad
the
to see
face
the
roll card.
Eradicators are not just rolling
No,
over
'cause
on
we're
this
thinking
fight.
we're
Yeah, no, they still are in the
Still
fight. Yeah, especially considering that both Bunker and Omnitron are damaged,
Right,
notably.
right.
Do you need her to re-roll and just show it being a 6 for the Twitch stream?
Yeah, she just rerolled.
She just re-rolled.
All right.
No, but here's the deal. If I go and move up there, I can do this.
No.
So then he takes an attack as well.
Yeah. Make sure we only got 10 minutes left.
We only have 2 actions. So just
Oh, that's
face
right.
roll.
So I gotta move.
Face
so
roll.
No, I can do head-on
No,
collision and I get
face
more
roll.
dice.
Although to be fair, both of your two.
Face roll.
At this
Trust
point,
me, face roll.
Rainbows and Unicorns
Really?
gotta
Because
hang on to their advantage.
You want as many dice coming at him as you can, and that gives you the best.
This gives you 5.
That gives you double dice.
If
If you hit him,
If
it
I'm on
gets
top of
right.
him.
So get
Oh,
right
okay,
on
yeah,
top of
'cause I
him.
get the add 2. All right, so put down Focus Blast.
All right, so it looks like
And then
Beacon's
I'm
going to go for the
gonna
Focus
go
Blast.
Move into the camo.
I love the lively discussion of Rainbows and Unicorns. They
right
never
there.
make a decision just on
She
their
still
own.
has
They
vision of
always
Baron
talk
Blade
it
when she's
over.
attacking, and it hides her from Wraith.
All right.
All right, so she's running right up to Baron Blade,
And then I'm going to use my Focus Blast.
So you are
and
at
she's
the
hoping to
same
not
zone.
roll any 1s or 6s. Every die that she
No, against
rolls that isn't the 1 or
Baron
6 will come back as 2 1s that aren't auto misses, but just trying to overwhelm Baron Blade's defense. He's only got 2 hit points, so this could
So
end
if
the
you
match
get
right here.
above a 1, everything you get above a 1 counts twice. So
As ones. Wait.
All right, except for
it doesn't,
6s.
that's not a- roll your dice.
All right, 1s and 6s
roll
go
the
away.
last
So
one
far,
again.
no 1s, so here we go. All right, so that becomes
Nice.
8 1s. 8 1s going
Dang.
against Baron Blade. This
You
is
can do
going
it.
to be
I
match.
believe in you.
8 1s going against Baron Blade. It doesn't matter what he rolls. He
Float on
cannot
the
defend.
dice.
He defends, relics all 3, takes 5 damage. That is
And
a
it's
victory for Rainbows and
victory.
Unicorns, and that is match. Beautiful, well done, with several minutes still left to spare. Both teams played very well, and yet Rainbows and Unicorns, good sportsmanship there. Everybody shaking hands, it's good to see. So, like we tried, that was not quite as much of a head-to-head crush as the first match, and yet by the end of the second round and all the third round, we saw a lot of good action from both teams.
Absolutely. They took a little bit of time to set up. They took a little bit of time to get their feet wet, to get their bearings, but then they brought it home.
They did. They did a great job. It was a lot of fun to watch. Rainbows and Unicorns, very solid team, good teamwork. The Eradicators, good show, good strong work.
Absolutely.
In both matches, they did get incapacitations on their opponents, and so they weren't just steamrolled or anything like that. It was good conventions here. This is a great tournament.
And both teams clearly learned from their matches yesterday, too.
Absolutely. Trin, it was great having you here. I'm going to go interview the 2 teams, but thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I had such a great time, and I enjoy your rest of your interviews.
Oh, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your PAX.
Thanks.